video, we're going to be talking about planned or unplanned life transitions. And when I first started my spiritual journey and self-development journey, I had a teacher who would always say to me, Jen, you still don't understand the changes that are trying to happen in your life. You still don't understand the changes that are trying to happen in your life. And that phrase has always, and now it's like it's stuck on me. Every time I see signs and everything, I'm like, okay, I get it, let me prepare. But before I move forward with today's topic, I want to introduce myself. So I am Jen, and I guide sensitive and intuitive women and who are creative make their biggest life change. And I do so with Reiki, sound meditation, and my most favorite retreats. And we really use our feminine energy, the feminine, the authenticity, and really trying to find alignment through the process to make the right decisions and to take action. So I want to move on. I want to move firstly with, what is a life transition? Like, what does it look like? So there's two types of life transitions. There are external life transitions, so like a move, a job change, motherhood, a breakup, or even loss. And then you have more like your internal life transitions. So like maybe you feel stuck, you feel empty, you feel disconnected, or like you don't recognize yourself, and you don't feel that your life situation is resonating with a part of yourself that is inside. So those are like more like a painful sensations when things are trying to change. Or it could be more like you feel inspired when you see something catches your eye, and you feel the excitement. It sparks like a je ne sais quoi inside of you, and it really feels like expansion. And it's like, oh, like this inspiration that really like takes over. And those are the more fun ones. I think those are the more fun ones. And in both cases, it's really like the calling of the soul. Like your soul is really speaking to you, and it becomes very important for us to have the ability and the capacity to go within and really start listening to ourselves. Like, what is it that I truly want here? And have like the courage and the boldness to take action, to make those decisions that are truly aligned with yourself, that feel healthy for you and that feel good to you. So before I move on to my the most important part of this video, which is like how do you reconnect to yourselves when you see that everything is like crumbling down. I want to share like a personal story, and this is like one of the recent life change that happened to me. And so if you're like me, you'll start to have like little signs. We all have signs. We all have those like moments where like what what's going to happen. And for me, it was a friendship that ended, a friendship that of so many years, 6-7 years, I believe, I'm not so sure. It started with little signs, like little comments or stuff like that, but that's all right. And then this is the big one for me. When I dream of something 3 times consecutively, I know this is happening. This is energy telling me, hey girl, like prepare, this is happening. So I was having this dream. I dreamt about it 3 times, and it had all the elements of loss and ending and friendship. So I remember when I had the 3rd dream, I woke up because now I know now, okay? I know when energy is talking to me. So I sat down, I went to into a meditation, and I prayed, and I said, whatever this is, already my emotions were already taking over, because you know, the fear, like, oh my god, like already feeling like the heartbreak, like the worriness. I was already, my emotions were already, you know, there. So I couldn't quite connect who, you know, with who's this person, like what exactly, like a clear vision of, you know, what was going to happen, um especially with who. But I remember I sat down, I meditated, and I said, whoever, you know, with whoever this is, please, 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 let it be in love and respect, with ease and within grace and with compassion. Like that was like, I sent it out there. Okay, so even though like it's not clear, I know I am prepared, and I send that prayer. It's like, okay, I understand, it is okay. So a few weeks after, so something did happen, and we ended up, you know, breaking up the friendship. So and all of those, you know, those feelings that come, the heartbreak, the betrayal, that, and this is just my particular story, but it could be like, you know, maybe, you know, like the loss of a job, or you know, motherhood changes you so much, your identity like changes, you know. So but in my particular case here, I was feeling like all, you know, all of those things, the betrayal, and having to feel bad about something, a message that came to me that then I voiced, and it was not received well. So so that is what happened. But here I want to now move on with the four steps, not four steps and not four tips. I don't know how to call them, to be honest, but like four very important points that really reconnect yourself. It really brings you back to yourself and reconnects you with your self-love, with the compassion, with you know, that space of giving you, nurturing yourself. So I want to start with number one, the silence. Okay, I knew I couldn't distract myself. It was not the time to just distract myself, because this was a process that was happening, and I couldn't, I just heard something. I couldn't just interrupt the process. So making space for silence. The silence is not empty. Silence is medicine. So if it's too hard to be in, for example, in your house, what I did is that I went to my favorite park, and I just sat there, and I remember just being like on the swings, like those benches that swing, and just being held by all the elements of nature. I felt the sun, looking at the trees, feeling the wind, and kind of like recognizing, not feeling it with, you know, my mind, but really just letting the, you know, the natural, you know, waves of emotions, because emotions are natural, and being with with nature, and just being in sync and being in that space. And it really allowed me to let myself go and cry, even if though I was in public, and it felt so good, not having my phone, not having other people, not having, you know, like watching something, or just being there, just sitting there with myself in nature. So number one, make space for silence. And I'm reminding you here that silence is not empty. Silence is really medicine. Now, number two is the support. Support is going to be very, very important when something is shifting like that. So reaching out to a friend. That's what I did. I reached out to a dear friend, and it felt so nice that the next day, you know, that little chicken, how are you doing? Are you okay? How's everything? You can call me whenever. I'm here for you. And just knowing that, you know, people are there for you feels so healing. And let's say, for example, you're trying to do like a career change, or just you feel stuck in a job that no longer resonates with you, and it like feels like a prison. So reaching out to maybe a career coach, a life coach, a spiritual coach, or like a professional or therapist, psychologist, people, those are support too. And it's so important to be able to freely just share what is going on, um, um, sharing is like an exchange of energy, and we tend to like hold it all in, and without going into the blaming and the so on, just share as it is. And it is the most also healing thing, that one of the most important things I think that we can do when we are experiencing like big life changes like that. So really surround yourself with support, whether it's friendships or like professionals or like therapists. So number 3, okay, this is going to be also very important. This is what I did. Okay, so when our body is going to start feeling dysregulated, okay, and having the awareness of and the understanding, like, this is not because I'm weak, or this is not because like I'm at fault. This is this is just your body protecting you. All right, so the dysregulation is going to happen. So I remember not being able to sleep the first night, and then the second night I woke up at 3 a.m. and I remember I told myself, Jen, your body is just feeling dysregulated. It's just dysregulated. And the best part of it is that we can come back to the regulated self, right? And so just telling myself and recognizing that, oh, I want to eat this, oh, or like I just feel like being a couch potato, or you know what, I just want to be around people, and I just want to go out and not be, you know, by myself for a bit. So this is how our body tries to protect us. And please remember that this is not weakness. It is not weakness. All right, it is our body trying to protect us, and just recognizing, oh, okay, I see what's going on right here. Like, my body is really feeling it, and it's like in distress. So it felt so good just having and just seeing how my body was reacting because of the heartbreak. And like, okay, well, tomorrow I'll take it more slow, or I'll just cancel everything and move, you know, move yourself through compassion in that way, without you know, the self-sabotage, you know, like, and the guilt and all this things like that. So very, very important to number 3, really recognize when your body feels dysregulated. So if you're not sleeping, if you have lack of appetite, if you just want to be, you know, just be a couch potato, or the lack of focus too. Oh my god, like you can't focus because it's too much. The energy of the emotion is too much that you can't stand yourself. And that is just your body, you know, your body protecting yourself and just feeling dysregulated. So number 4, reclaiming your energy from the past. Okay, so this is a beautiful exercise that you can do, and I did it. So and it's a meditation, and like in a form of visualization. So really cutting the cords sitting yourself, it's like sitting in a quiet place, imagining yourself in that situation that maybe, you know, you saw yourself in, or putting the person in front of you, and just cutting the cords and asking, like, whatever is hers, whatever is the person's, you know, to return to whatever is mine. So reclaiming your own energy, because we are always exchanging consciously or unconsciously our energy. So that was a beautiful exercise I did. I just imagined the person in front of me sharing the things that I, you know, that were not being, that were not expressed. So it kind of leaves like a door open and doesn't help to resolve. So just imagining the person in front of me, and just sharing the things that were not said, and embracing each other, sharing all the love, and just, you know, maybe saying goodbye in a way that you would have loved to. So when this happened to me, it was all through messages, through texting, which was awful. And the person was not interested in doing it like in person. And so yeah, it's like it's more difficult to resolve, you know, everything. So that meditation really helped me to just close, you know, close and let go, and really imagining cutting the cords, and letting go. So and like I said, it could also be with like the life situation that maybe you thought that you wanted, or maybe yeah. So that is my fourth self-care tip. Really reclaiming your energy back. I want to end with you know, transitions. So transitions are truly a portal of opportunity, and it's really a portal to come back to, you know, ourselves in the authenticity and in the presence, and really allowing ourselves to move through that, yeah, with authenticity and love and compassion and nurture, you know. So really fully go with listening, grounding, and living maybe more fully, maybe more soulfully also. So it's really a door to a rebirth with all those elements that are gonna fill you more with, you know, with love and complete presence. And so yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here. Actually, no, my deepest wish is for you to honor this season of change, and really with all the trust that this is like a rebirth to a more authentic, you know, version of yourself. So if you are going through a transition, or if you know somebody who's going in, you know, through a tender situation, please share this video. Don't forget to also subscribe and to like this video. Comment below if you also feel that, if you're going through, you know, something more tender. And if you want to reach out, you can send me a private message, like for a session or whatever. You can do that through my Instagram account, which is her.aura.wellness. So her aura wellness. And that's it. So I want to thank you if you saw the whole video, and wishing you all the best and the most fruitful changes, life changes, whether they're unplanned or planned. See you in the next video.